My name is Elsie Meeks, 29 years old, and the night my relationship started collapsing, I was standing over a stove stirring garlic pasta while my boyfriend prepared to convince me that reality was the problem, not him. Tuesday nights used to feel safe, music playing softly, kitchen lights warm, two people building a future. At least that's what I thought. My boyfriend, Sebastian Cross, 27, walked into the kitchen, dropped his phone onto the counter, and exhaled dramatically. "We need to talk." I kept stirring. "Okay. Your behavior lately." I looked up slowly. My behavior? The comments. The questions. It's exhausting, Elsie. That familiar pressure settled into my chest. What questions? He leaned against the counter. The gym selfie yesterday. The beach picture Saturday. Asking who took my photos. Asking who I'm with. I turned off the burner, because your reflection literally showed someone else holding the camera. His eyes rolled so hard, I thought they might stay there. God, this is exactly what I mean. For context, Sebastian had changed over the previous year. Not dramatically, gradually, the dangerous kind. Suddenly there were daily gym selfies, mirror photos, shirtless progress posts, beach pictures that looked professionally staged, cocktail bars I'd never heard him mention. And every post somehow appeared during times he claimed he was busy working or running errands. "Maybe someone helped me get a better angle," he snapped. "And the beach trip? My fitness group." "You've never mentioned a fitness group," he laughed. "Because normal people don't interrogate their partners." I crossed my arms. I asked 2 questions. "You always ask questions." Then came the line that would replay in my head for weeks. "You're insecure." Funny thing about gaslighting. When someone repeats it enough, you start checking yourself before checking facts. He grabbed his phone and disappeared into our bedroom. 20 minutes later, another post appeared. Mirror selfie. Perfect lighting. Caption: "Surround yourself with people who understand growth." Number no drama. Number good energy. Number living my best life. Comments poured in immediately. "King behavior." "That glow up is crazy." "Some people hate confidence." Then his best friend Cassidy commented, "Certain people either level up or stay behind times. I ate dinner alone." Again, while scrolling through his profile, something caught my attention. Not the pictures. Patterns. Stories disappearing unusually fast. Locations changing. Posting times. Photos removed after minutes. I texted myself one word. Maybe. Then I opened my laptop. Wednesday arrived strangely peaceful. Too peaceful. Sebastian acted like Tuesday never happened. He kissed my forehead, made coffee, cooked breakfast. The whole performance. "About yesterday," he said while sliding eggs onto my plate. I waited. I was harsh. Still waiting. "You're not insecure." Interesting. "Not sorry. Just revised wording." "So we're good?" he asked. "We're good." He smiled and immediately returned to his phone. Typing. Always typing. Sebastian had separate group chats for everything. Gym friends. Beach crew. Brunch group. Networking friends. Content creators. People rotated through his life like interchangeable props. That evening he grabbed his jacket. "Going to Cassidy's." "For what?" "Vision board night." I blinked. "Vision boards?" He shrugged. "Guys can manifest too." At 11:47 p.m. my phone buzzed. "Staying at Cassidy's tonight." Too much wine, lol. "Love you?" Interesting. Because at 11:32 p.m., he accidentally posted an Instagram story from a cocktail lounge downtown. Deleted 5 minutes later. Too late. I had screenshots. There was one detail I couldn't ignore. At the edge of the frame, a woman's arm. Thursday morning he came home around 8. "Fun night?" I asked casually. "So fun." What'd you make? What? The vision board. Oh, left it there. Convenient. I poured coffee. How's Cassidy's mom doing? He answered instantly. So much better now, thankfully. There was one small issue. Cassidy wasn't here. She was visiting family 3 states away. Airport selfies, hotel pictures, coffee posts, documented like a travel influencer. He lied without blinking. That scared me more than the lie itself. Later that afternoon, while Sebastian was supposedly at his marketing job, I posted something simple. Picture of coffee. Caption: sometimes the most interesting stories are the ones people don't tell. Within an hour, messages flooded in. Jade. Everything okay? Destiny. Girl, what happened? Then one message froze me. Cassidy. Hey, Elsie. Weird question. Was Sebastian actually with me last night? My roommate said nobody came over. I stared at the screen, typed slowly. That's weird. Maybe he meant somewhere else. 3 dots appeared. Stopped. Started again. Then, can I ask something weird? Has Sebastian ever mentioned a blog? Or maybe a YouTube channel? My heart slowed, because 3 days earlier I'd already found it. And what I discovered there made cheating look small. Friday morning started with pancakes. Not because Sebastian suddenly cared, because people become generous when they sense the ground moving underneath them. You've seemed distant, he said while placing a plate in front of me. Have I? A little. I smiled. You said I worry too much. I'm working on it. His shoulders relaxed. That was the first time all week he looked nervous. By Friday afternoon, he had fully transformed back into perfect boyfriend mode. He suggested movie night, held my hand while we walked, asked about my day. Even initiated intimacy for the first time in weeks. Looking back, desperation has a smell, and it smells like overcompensation. Later that night, curled beside me on the couch, Sebastian sighed dramatically. I've been thinking. Dangerous, he laughed. I probably have been posting too much. Oh? You're not insecure. If you posted thirst traps all day, I'd wonder too. Interesting. Thirst traps. His words. Not mine. He squeezed my hand. You make me happy, Elsie. Oscar-worthy performance. Because around 10 a.m., I woke up and noticed the bathroom light on. Through the cracked door, I saw him taking mirror selfies. In expensive clothes I'd never seen before. Smiling at his own reflection. Performing for someone. Just not me. Saturday morning arrived with another excuse. Work emergency. I nearly laughed. On Saturday? Big client issue. You know how marketing is. Actually, I didn't. Mostly because Sebastian hadn't worked in marketing for 4 months. I only learned that accidentally. 2 weeks earlier, I'd run into his former coworker at the grocery store. He looked confused when I mentioned Sebastian's office. You mean before layoffs? I pretended I knew, then went home sick to my stomach. Good luck with work, I told him. He kissed my forehead. 20 minutes after he left, I opened my laptop, then opened the secret that had been living inside my head for days. The blog. Anonymous. Polished. Popular. Title: Confessions of a Trophy Husband in Training. The first time I found it, I thought it was coincidence. The second time, impossible. The third time I knew. Every story matched. Every detail lined up. Posts included. How I get multiple people to fund my lifestyle without competition. The art of strategic selfies. Why looking successful matters more than being successful. Keeping your partner comfortable while. Building better options times. I kept scrolling. Then my stomach dropped. Because the blog wasn't only about me. It was about everyone. His friends. Their secrets. Their pain. Their trauma. Monetized. One post described a woman called Cass, who suffered a miscarriage and needed support. Small problem. Cassidy had suffered a miscarriage 6 months earlier. Another described Jay, whose messy divorce turned into an affiliate marketing opportunity. Jade. Another post described a friend's weight loss journey. Sponsor links attached. Commission earnings listed proudly. Real names changed slightly. Not enough. His latest unpublished draft sat saved in drafts. Title: Why I'm Cheating. On my boring girlfriend and why she'll never know. I stopped breathing for a second. Then screenshots. Lots of screenshots. Blog posts. Comments. Analytics. Payment records. Affiliate earnings. PayPal transfers. Monthly revenue. $3,000. Sometimes $5,000. All from content built on people who trusted him. Then I noticed something worse. Folders. Hundreds of screenshots. Private group chats. Friends crying. Journal pages. Vision boards. Voice notes. Everything categorized. Everything usable. My hands shook. Not from heartbreak. From humiliation. While I was questioning myself, he was running a business. At 1:30 p.m., I made my move. Not nuclear. Not yet. Just subtle. Instagram story. Black background. White text. Interesting blog I found today. The author talks about faking jobs, profiting from friends' trauma, and cheating on their girlfriend. Funny how specific details sound familiar. Thinking emoji. No names. No tags. No accusations. Then I waited. The first message arrived 30 minutes later. Jade. Elsie, what is this? Then Destiny. Please tell me you're joking. Then Cassidy. Send me the link. I did. At 3:17 p.m. my phone exploded. Cassidy called first. Her voice was shaking. That miscarriage post? Silence. That's me. Then Jade. My divorce story. Destiny. Oh my God. Within an hour, the friend group chat detonated. Screenshots everywhere. Comparisons. Dates. Stories. Affiliate payouts. Everyone finding themselves inside his content machine. One message from Cassidy kept replaying. He hugged me while I cried and turned it into passive income. At exactly 5:23 p.m., my apartment door slammed open. Sebastian stormed inside, phone buzzing nonstop, face pale. What did you do? I stayed on the couch, muted television. Calm. How was work? His eyes widened. Don't play dumb. The blog? His breathing got faster. How did you find it? Your laptop. Months ago. One forgotten tab. One mistake. He paced circles, phone vibrating constantly. You had no right. I stared at him. No, right? That was private. Like Cassidy's miscarriage? His face changed. Not guilt, fear. You ruined everything, he whispered. No. I stood slowly. You built everything on lies. His phone rang again. He looked at the screen, declined it. Immediately, another call came. Then another. His world had finally learned his business model, and it hated him. Sebastian's phone kept vibrating. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Every few seconds, another notification, another missed call, another friendship collapsing in real time. He threw his phone onto the couch. You don't understand what you've done. I almost laughed. For 2 years, I'd listened to that sentence in different forms. You're overthinking. You're dramatic. You're insecure. Apparently, truth only became dramatic when it happened to him. You mean exposing your blog? My income. His voice cracked. My friends, everything. Your income? I tilted my head. I thought marketing paid you. His face froze. There it was, the second collapse. The job thing is complicated. 4 months unemployed, complicated? His mouth opened, closed, opened again. You knew? Your old coworker Todd says hi. He sank into the chair across from me. For the first time since I met him, Sebastian looked small. Not because he regretted hurting people, because the performance was over. This is exactly why I needed the blog, he snapped suddenly. You don't understand pressure. I stared. He kept going. You know what it's like watching everyone else move ahead? I needed money. I needed options. So you sold your friends? They were anonymous. Barely. They never would have known. But they do. His phone rang again. Cassidy. Declined. Then Jade. Declined. Then Destiny. Declined. He rubbed his face. This wasn't supposed to happen. I folded my arms. What part? The cheating? His eyes snapped toward me, and there it was, tiny. Quick. But enough. You knew? I pulled out my phone. Opened the screenshot from the cocktail lounge. Woman's arm. Deleted story. Late night lies. Who is she? He looked away. Then something strange happened. He stopped pretending. Her name's Vanessa. The honesty almost hurt more. She understands ambition. I laughed quietly. Ambition? She believes in me. Does she know about the others? He blinked. The others? I slid my phone across the table. Instagram profile open. Vanessa Brooks. Private account. Profile picture. With another man. Engagement photos. Pinned post. 6 years together. His expression collapsed. She said they broke up. 3 days ago, she posted anniversary pictures. He grabbed his phone immediately. Typing. Calling. Typing again. A few seconds later, blocked. He stared blankly. No. I kept going. Cassidy already messaged her. His head lifted slowly. What? Turns out, women who've had their trauma monetized become very motivated. For the first time that night, he looked genuinely afraid. Not angry. Afraid. The realization landed piece by piece. Friends gone. Income gone. Affair gone. Audience gone. Then came the quiet part. I hate you, he whispered. I nodded. That's fair. You ruined my life. I shook my head. No, Sebastian. I pointed toward his laptop bag sitting near the door. You documented your own destruction. He stood suddenly. You think you're perfect? No. You think you never made mistakes? I made one huge mistake. His jaw tightened. What? Believing you when you called me insecure. Silence. Then he walked into the bedroom. Drawers slammed. Closet doors opened. Suitcase wheels scraped the floor. 30 minutes later, he dragged luggage toward the entrance. Before leaving, he stopped. You know the saddest part. I waited. I did love you. I looked at him, then answered honestly. I think you loved being believed. He left. No dramatic music, no tears, just a closing door. The aftermath came fast, faster than I expected. Within 48 hours, his blog disappeared. Friends cut contact. His gym membership got revoked because Destiny's brother managed memberships. His favorite networking group removed him. Screenshots spread through local groups. People recognized stories, recognized themselves, recognized manipulation. 3 days later, Cassidy texted, "Thank you for turning the lights on." Oddly enough, that message hurt most, because I realized how long we'd all been living in darkness. 2 weeks later, Sebastian's mother called. He's struggling. I stayed quiet. He learned his lesson. Maybe, maybe not. But consequences aren't educational programs. They're outcomes. Months passed. I started therapy, joined a hiking club, stopped checking his social media, started sleeping better. Work improved. Life improved. Funny how much energy lies consume. Last month, I went for coffee with someone new. Halfway through ordering, I reached for my wallet. He smiled. I've got mine. Small moment. Huge feeling. Looking back now, the signs were everywhere. Fake job. Constant selfies. Secret money. Hidden phones. Too many stories. But love makes detectives out of some people, and defense attorneys out of others. I spent too long defending behavior my instincts had already solved. Sebastian once told me I was insecure. Turns out I wasn't insecure enough.